Don't add anything spicy to your dinner tonight because we're coming real hot and spicy. Welcome to another episode of the Inner Circle podcast. I am Charlie, and this is my best girlfriend, Melanie. In case you didn't know.
Hello, darling. How's it going?
It is going. We have such a show today. It's crazy because, for example, last week's show, a lot of people don't know. The people don't know this, but when you're producing and putting it together, I'm like, okay, this feels light. This week, coming into this week, it's a lot.
Yeah, even like getting even news dropping like moments before the podcast.
Yeah, moments before the podcast. Even last week, I think, well, something dropped before that I wanted to talk about, but nonetheless, it was just before, after, so there's so much to get into. But first, let's catch up. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I can't complain. It was very chill. I'm gonna have an eventful weekend this weekend coming up. But this week so far, I think I wanted to like be very chill this weekend because I knew that this week was going to be exhausting work-wise. So I just can't wait for the hump, which is today, to be done, then tomorrow, and then Friday I'm set free. By the way, I decided to go back and get my services of a hydrocolonic.
Oh, yes.
Remember we spoke about me having...
Yes. I got to get one done because I just want to feel the experience of like a two.
I honestly feel like you would like it.
I know I will.
It's uncomfortable, but I feel like you'll like it. And the results, like, you feel light as a feather, honestly. And I can't wait.
Like, you never heard that saying, like, as a feather stiff as a board from The Craft?
Oh, yeah. I saw that movie like once ever. And like, it kind of scared me.
I can see why if you were younger.
Yeah.
And then you have people in your head saying that brujeria is mad.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I didn't want to sound, ignorant, but because of the
it was a good weekend. Definitely was a good for myself. It was a good week. It was beautiful. And what's going on with me, as you guys know, is I'm already having, I don't want to say FOMO, but withdrawals of summer ending / again, I'm very thankful for what I do, and I'm thankful in this climate that I work and have a job where I'm looking forward to go back. At the same time, it's like, wow, like, so I'm making the best out of these summer days, especially it's been gorgina outside, like gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yes, this past weekend I did a few things. One of them being I went to I went out and I wanted to explore. Funny enough, I put this on our Instagram page. If you don't follow us on Instagram, the Inner Circle Podcast, make sure you do. I put up a reel of a girl talking about the history of the Pierce and Christopher Street down here in the Village in New York. Mm-hmm. And I put that up last week. And funny enough, randomly Sunday, I was like, you know what, let me just do my thing. I wanted to stop by. They had an event at the Rawhide for Black Pride weekend over here in New York. So I'm like, you know what, let me go in that area. And I got off on West 4th. I took the scene and I walked down, and this was Saturday, Sunday. And I used to cut school in high school. A little story, a fun fact. And mind you, I went to school in Rhode Island. In Providence, Rhode Island, I went to high school, right? There was two or three times I want to say that we cut school, me and my friends at that point, bought bus tickets and will come and hang at the piers. This is in high school. So, I didn't grow up and didn't see the piers like in the 90s, and I see the videos and I'm in awe of that. I do remember the Chelsea Pierce and Christopher Street a certain way though in high school. And to go there this past weekend, it was wow. Like our own, first of all, the gay, I don't even see the gays like that. And if you see the gays there, vanilla, it's very gentrified. It's just, you can tell the young people living there, you can tell it's kids with mommy and daddy's money and they're going to school or they have an apartment in that area. It's very gentrified. Like, I need you to walk with me one day so you could see, like, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be like, where's the brown people? Where's the gays? Literally. It's changed so much. And I was like, wow.
I
It,
don't know. I mean, when you say Chelsea Piers, I don't know if I have ever been to that area. Remember when we went bowling?
you have been in that area. Well, maybe not back then. I don't know back then, but recently you have, because when we went to that beach park,
Hmm.
that's that whole area is a whole big stretch that's considered the piers. The piers run all the way from down, like near where the Twin Towers were, not starting there, but kind of starting down there, all the way
Hmm.
up towards where we go to the city winery and bowling and such. So that's the whole. That's considered the piers. That whole stretch.
Wow. So people used to hang out like behind the businesses.
Well, there was really no back then. A lot of that was abandoned. If you look at videos, so they used to hang in there.
I need to look at that video because I saw a clip of it. Did you send it on the group chat? I gotta see, but
I don't know if I sent it in the group chat. I definitely posted it on our circle page, but I could look it up and send it to you. You know, it was a lot of abandoned buildings too, so a lot of gay youth and stuff used to go hang out there, sleep there, hook up there, many things. But there's a lot of history there, a lot of history. So it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot from what it looked like. That beach area we went to, that wasn't there back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that whole area has changed. The little island that we always take pictures by, that wasn't there. That whole stretch has been upgraded, and where it's beautiful, we love it, right? It's the sad sinking thought of, like, wow, like, we're getting old. Not only are we growing, getting older, but things are changing, and things that brought us comfort, things that brought us happiness are changing right around us. But nonetheless, it was a great weekend. Today I played tennis. Yo, tennis is no joke. Listen, you may think, or speaking for myself, I may think, oh yeah, I go to the gym, I could keep up with this, I could do this. Like, it takes the wind out of you. You have to stop a few times. I'm gonna build this stamina up. I was hitting those balls though. I catch those balls and I bounce them back, but I had to stop because a
I
few.
think you should try playing badminton.
What is it? What's that?
Badminton is basically tennis with a lighter racket, and instead of using a tennis ball, you use, oh my god, what do you call it? It's like this little. It's like a little net. It's like a little ball that's attached to a little net.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen it, but I like the tennis. Now we're changing everything. Like, now, what's the other version of tennis that we're calling it now? Paddleboard or whatever the hell people are doing. What's that word?
It's not,
Paddle. You know what I'm talking about, right?
it's not ping pong. It's
Not ping pong, but like paddleboard or something that's very similar to tennis, but we're just changing
yeah.
names now. Um, Now, I wanted to start light because I didn't want to start the show with the heaviness that has been the last few days. And dear Jesus, before we go to sleep tonight, I think all of us are in unison when we say this. Please let not us wake up tomorrow with another death. We have to, unfortunately, Dolly Parton passed yesterday at the age of 80. She's been in the hospital the last month or so, I believe. She had canceled Dollywood appearances. Last year, we heard rumors about her not feeling well, and then I don't know if you remember, she made that video, but this was almost like a year ago. So, for a year later, here we are. She passed on the same day as Aaliyah, and they're both Capricorns as well. Um, so, before we get into another passing this morning that was shocking, I know that you felt Dolly's death, like, it impacted you. We were chatting a little bit last night.
Dolly was a person in a space where a lot of people of color are not invited or accepted. And she made Southern music, country, yodeling so cool, like so innovative. And I used to listen to some of her music. I know like a lot of the hits, like 9 to 5, but I also was brought like I also came into listening to her by listening to Andy Cohen's Radio Kiki in Sirius XM. And he has a lot of her songs, and she has like a few remixes of songs that she's done, like the "I Will Always Love You." Um, but this one, I've never cried for a celebrity. Never thought I would. First time I ever cried for a celebrity. I don't know if it's because I just had my period last week or what, but like I was really emotional, and it made me sad seeing videos of her just remembering that her husband, he died a couple, I want to say last year or a couple years ago. So now they're going to be reunited. That song Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers, rest in peace to Kenny Rogers also. Um it's it's a karaoke staple of mine. So just like hearing that she died, it sucks. And also she is the true definition of a Christian woman. She was not judgmental. She welcomed everyone. She gave back to her community. She also was very smart when it came politically and innovative with her money. Like she created a whole world. Dolly World or Dollywood was basically created to bring back money to the place that she grew up in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. I don't know if you've heard of Imagination Library. Her Imagination Library is this like charity or this organization where they send free books every month to children from pre-K to 5th grade, I believe, or from youngest to like 5 years old or 6 years old, for kids to learn how to read. And she did that because her father could not read or write. So she was a very big advocate for education and also giving back.
The gay community as well.
She was an ally. I loved her. And you know what's so funny? I remember there was a point in my life where I was like, yo, why do I have ginormous breasts? Why do I have big boobs? Blah, blah, blah. And I remember, I don't know if it was a teacher. I think it was one of my gay teachers. Shout out Mr. Vasquez, 4th grade. He was like, do you know who Dolly Parton is? And I was like, no. And he said, look her up. She loves her body, and you should love your body too, the way that she carries herself. So she was always a baddie.
Yeah. She was well loved, and I could tell I loved her personality as well. Listen, was I listening to Dolly Parton music or buying her music like that or CDs? Absolutely not. But growing up, especially being a fan of pop culture in general, yeah. I know who Dolly Parton was. Again, I wasn't running to buy her CDs. I wasn't blasting on music. But have I been to an establishment? Have I been around when a movie or a song of hers was on? Yes, I know who Dolly Parton is and have heard of her stuff. What's astonishing to me is when someone passes in our day and age of social media, how everyone all of a sudden knows the person. And two things could be true. You can, but I scratched my head yesterday a few times, like, you know of Dolly Parton? But nonetheless.
I mean, perfect example is today. Unfortunately, Tim Curry, is that his name? Tim Curry passed away. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't know shit about Tim Curry. I knew that he was from Scary Movie. I know he made a cameo in Scary Movie, whichever one, Scary Movie 2 or something like that.
Yes.
And that's where I recognize him from. I know that he was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've never watched it. Don't come for me. It's on my bucket list to watch. I know that he was in Home Alone 2, but I'm not going to run and say that.
And a lot of great things. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was in the original classic It.
Oh yeah.
He appeared in numerous of shows. He was, funny enough, I was just watching Tales from the Crypt season 5. He was in, like, I think episode 2 it was of season 5, and I was just watching it. I'm like, oh, Tim Curry. This is before he passed. This was literally like last week I was watching it. I did not know this, But then again, I didn't watch this cartoon, but I know it was a popular cartoon. He was the voice of Nigel in the Wild Thornberries on Nickelodeon, which was a popular cartoon.
I love that cartoon.
But yeah, he was the voice of Nigel. Listen, his filmography and credits go on and on. I'm just naming a few, but it just goes on and on. He's a legend, and that one hurts. That one hurt me. I felt for Dolly Parton too. Listen, not we're not. It's not a race of who's
Yeah.
more, but I felt for both. But this one, I felt more. I
Yeah.
thought this one, I felt he's part of my favorite movie, like a movie that brings so much comfort to me and happiness and nostalgia. So this one hit me, and it's sad because now we lost Catherine O'Hara, the mom. We lost the bird lady this year as well, a few months ago, and now we lost Tim. The dad passed away a few years ago from Home Alone, so it's like we're losing all our Home Alone people, and that kind of hurts. You know that you would never get a remake with these people, never, because little by little they're going, and it's a sad reality. Our legends are going, girl. Like that sucks.
Yeah, don't get me started. I called my mom crying yesterday about the whole Dolly Parton thing, and I was just like, if it starts with celebrities and then it trickles down to family, and I hate that. Oh, I don't even want to think about it right now because I'm gonna start crying.
That's crazy you bring that up because I started getting anxiety. Listen, I like to think in a positive, but I could be a worrier too. Hi, mom. I got it from her. And I started thinking that too, like with certain things coming up and stuff. I'm like, oh God, all these jobs. Oh God, please protect me. You know what I'm talking about. I started thinking the same thing, like, oh God, it's like who? I hope no one dies.
I need to increase my dosage because this shit ain't my dosage is not correct.
it ain't high enough to withstand everything going on, and it's an eclipse.
Also, I'm very upset because like, why the fuck are the good people passing away and the bad people are still here to stay? This is ridiculous. There was a tweet that someone posted, I think on Threads.
I've seen a lot.
They said, "Oh my God, I was in Minneapolis or Indianapolis. I was in Indianapolis when Prince died. I was in Nashville when Dolly Parton died." And someone replied and said, "You need to go to Mar-a-Lago."
Oh! I caught that one quick. I like that.
Rest in peace to our
legends. Yes, Dolly and Tim. It really hurts. Tomorrow, please God, I don't want to wake up to no more nonsense. And listen,
it's supposed to say this, but like it's gonna continue to happen, obviously. But also, don't you realize or don't you see that like towards the holidays, that's when more people pass?
That's why what is it that they say? It's tough around the holidays. Around the holidays, winter has the high depression and all that great stuff.
Depression. Don't I know?
All that stuff, and it correlates. It really correlates. Well, speaking of, legends going and me not wanting for it to be too late when this legend goes, and I want to give her legends while she's still alive. Because I could definitely see, God forbid, the days that this upcoming legend icon goes, everyone all of a sudden is going to be a Britney Spears fan. And I got to bring up Britney Spears because as of late, funny enough, she's been in my spirit, and I don't know what is going on in the ethos. She must be in everyone else's spirits because from everything I watch to podcasts to news clips lately, I be on the YouTube. And lately, all I see is people being asked about Britney Spears or talk about Britney Spears. It's very inspiring them. Whether it's MNEK saying that she has one of the I'm gonna say for you is like the best video from Jade. Jade from Little Mix talking about Britney Spears, Jim Beans, Kerry Hilson. A lot of people lately have been interviewed and are just praising the queen. And I gotta say what you will, Britney Spears may not be in the best state of her life right now. She may be twirling around and not all the way there in the head. But this is what's crazy to me is that she's still a motherfucking legend no matter what. The fact that this girl does nothing now and literally just twirls in her living room and does nothing else. and the fact that people still the cultural impact she's had around the world, not only in the States, around the world, lately has been astonishing to me. And I've just been like, wow, like say what you will about her, but like this bitch has really inspired the people. Like
Yeah.
she really, really has. And funny enough, I've had this little TED talk that I wanted to do for like 2 weeks now, two shows, but I something said leave it for today. And funny enough, today is the 10-year anniversary of what may be her last album ever, Glory. And I see someone post a clip that Glory, if this is the last album we have from Britney Spears, they will take it. And I agree. Britney Spears, in countless numerous interviews, has said that that was her baby. That album she had, she put her all and her passion making it. If you know, that was an album that she was still in a conservatorship. She released 4 albums under the conservatorship: Circus, Femme Fatale, the one we don't talk about, and Glory. And out of all those 4 albums, Britney Glory was the one that she said she felt the most passionate about, and she put work into. She even said her kids like gave her ideas. It was like, I like that track, mom. You should do this. So congrats, happy birthday to Glory, 10 years. And again, if this is the last Britney Spears album we'll get ever, I'll take it. And again, I want to give my flowers to Britney Spears while she's still alive. You're that bitch. And I wish, Britney, my wish for Britney Spears is that she realizes that people sit her down and show her the fucking cultural impact she has had on the youth. We have Cat's Eye copying basically the Slave for You video on their Hootie Tootie Tootie Fruity, whatever the hell that damn song is called. Listen,
So it's giving Britney / Anita.
Listen, what imitation? What is it that they say? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Is the biggest form of
flattery, but sometimes it's not flattery. Sometimes the imitation and the copying needs to stop. Yes, we know we are inspired by people, but like sometimes it's just not cute. And Cat's Eye, I didn't think it was cute. Like I know you sent it to me, and I've seen it beforehand, and I was like, yeah.
They waited till the last member, June Che, turned 18, and now they have sexualized the shit out of that group.
That's wild you say that, because today I watched the whole thing. I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit about them. So today I watched the whole Tutti Frutti video, right? Because I only see the clips. And I thought to myself the same time, like, damn, they're sexualizing these girls. Weren't they like 14, 15 when they did that damn show? From what I hear from the clips, that they were young girls. I'm like...
Yeah. They were in Dream Academy. They were like 14, 15. Crazy.
Yeah. They ain't gonna last. But congratulations to Cat's Eye for scoring their first #1 EP, because it's not even a full LP. But speaking of, let's see if we could do it. Oh, never mind.
If Britney doesn't come out with a new album, that's fine. I know Dolly Parton says that she has a song that's going to be released in 2045.
Dolly said?
Yeah.
That she has a song. That Dolly herself has a song.
Yes.
And she's like,
in the year 2045, she like has music that's going to be released. So if Britney did something like that, or if she decided to, I don't know, have like a studio session and just release something and leak it herself like Beyonce sometimes does, I think that would be great.
Honestly, I don't know. I do feel like we will see Britney music again. And this is knocking on wood. I feel like it may happen, like new music after she passes. Because she has a vault of unreleased music. Like she has a vault of unreleased music. I just feel it's going to happen like after she passes. Like so far, she has no desire of getting back into the business. Sadly enough, it's sad for me, but I don't blame her. But what I've come to grips with is she may not be doing nothing, but just from the last few weeks, all these interviews I've been seeing about people praising her or talking about her or saying what's their favorite thing or what's their favorite album or iconic album that still you could tell that people are influenced by Britney Spears.
Well, also I noticed that a lot of people are starting to use like old Britney songs in TikTok reels and Instagram reels. Like somebody was using Outrageous.
Oh wow, okay,
Outrageous is a good song, but it's like that's random. And I Got That Boom Boom. I was like, all right, holy throwback.
Girls. I would have watched that movie White Chicks a long time ago if I knew that they had a little boom boom section.
Me too. And Bridesmaids. I would have known if I would have known that
Oh
they
no, I
had.
knew that. I've just begun having my fun when they're on the plane or.
I love that song. No,
Yeah.
when they're like walking out of the plane.
Oh, we need to do okay. Next, we're doing that. Remember.
I know. We're
Moving on to someone else we love. Bad Bunny closed his Debí Tirar Más Fotos world tour in Puerto Rico. The rumors were true. We talked about it last week, and he brought the house down. He gave it to the island. There were so many guests between Saturday and Sunday from Raul Alejandro and help me out.
Hey, Arcángel was there. Joel Randy, I think. Victor Manuel, which is a big salsa singer. A lot of people were coming for him, saying like, "What happened to him? He looks so different." Listen, as you get older, some people decide to mess around with the peptides, mess around with the Botox, the fillers. Let them be.
Ooh,
As
have
long
you
as it still sounds the
have you seen
same.
Kenya Moore's new face? But anyways, let's stick to Bad
I
Bunny.
don't think that's real, but we'll talk about it.
But yeah, Bad Bunny closed his Debí Tirar Más Fotos world tour this past weekend. It's done. The era is truly done, and all the reels I was seeing, like I'm not gonna lie, you saying that you don't know if it's because you had your period last week. That if you had your period, then what the hell did I have? Because I've been emotional.
I try not to watch.
I've been crying. The smallest things has been choking this guy up here, and I've been seeing a lot of the reels of him giving either speeches or performances, and it's just moving me, giving me chills and crying. Now, some of the speeches he gave this past weekend during his shows, basically is what's going on in Puerto Rico. He basically said, listen, he can't fix Puerto Rico, he can't bring the water to Puerto Rico, but he encouraged the people of Puerto Rico to get out there, to protest, to make their voices loud and heard. And this is what I love about Bad Bunny, and I'm getting chills right now because it's what he does and how and him speaking out for our island. With that being said, and you can ask some stuff too. This is where the Fire Squad is going. I am tired. Like I'm getting more passionate about people that are moving to Puerto Rico and not doing anything for the island. People who are going to Puerto Rico and just want to pose the good life. Look at me at the beach. Look at me dancing salsa and merengue with the locals. Or look at me in the house. Look at me enjoying life. But what are you doing for Puerto Rico? Are you joining those protests? Are you walking with people in solidarity? Are you trying to raise awareness of what's going on in Puerto Rico?
One question that I have about that is not only just taking part in protests, but also use your voice and
Awareness.
Vote.
Oh.
If you live somewhere and you're a resident, you better make sure that you are using the powers that be and you can vote. Because although the elections, although in Puerto Rico, they don't get to vote for president or anything here in the States, they are able to vote for their elections and stuff like that, and who they have in government and what bills are passed, XYZ. So again, it's one thing to say, well, I live here, so I contribute to, tourism or traveling or whatever. Yeah, but you're not doing enough. That's not enough.
Paying your rent, if you pay your rent, paying your rent is not contributing to the economy. Okay, but like, and when I say go protest, listen, maybe you don't have to march, maybe you don't have to protest. I didn't do, but posting, bringing awareness. You know what I mean? Like something. I'm sorry. To me, something as little as sharing a post on your stories. To some people that may not be enough, but to me that's doing something. But I don't see that with some people out there who want to move out there or go spend time out there. Everything's Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. But what are you doing to bring the awareness? And I'm sorry, but it's the reason why this is happening to Puerto Rico, because if we want to get real deep and into the nitty gritty, I hate politics and I'm not a big politics person because of what I see it does. But at the same time, what's going on in Puerto Rico has been political and is very political. We just had that pig faced Miss Piggy looking bitch telling people that telling the U.S. or whatever speech she gave that Puerto Rico is open for business. Think about what business. There's a lots of people. There's a project, and I'm having a brain fart with the project that's going on. Bad Bunny dropped the name of the this project thing, where basically we have a lot of people, developers coming to build resorts in Puerto Rico. So what are we doing? We're displacing our people by shutting off water, by giving them limited water. Oh, we don't have water, so the natives could move out of Puerto Rico, and we have people like the gringos who love going over there, living on a good dime, and infiltrating our island. Because that's what's going on, and we really want to get deep into.
It's all about capitalism. And listen, I can't say much because I am not Puerto Rican. As much as I frequented Puerto Rico and I love to go and I have love for Puerto Ricans, I will say this. Bad Bunny has been a beacon of hope for the island itself. He's been the spokesperson, the unofficial spokesperson, but that's a lot for a person to have to do as a performer, a musician, a celebrity. I think people are fixated on relying on celebrities to be the ones to make change happen. That's not how change happens. And you guys can't rely on these people because you can't rely on Bad Bunny to do something because at the end of the day, he's in a better situation than you are. Yes, he can fight. He can like speak his voice and give advice, but at the end of the day, it's not his responsibility. I feel like a lot of people are kind of lazy.
Yeah, he could even give money, and that's not going to change anything. And this project with the developers and everything coming into Puerto Rico to build resorts and such is called Proyecto Esencia. Esencia, am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's just sad. It's just making me think right now. Well, we just recently went to Puerto Rico. I asked myself, where's the coquis? We don't hear the coquis. But a year before that, we hear that people are killing the coquis because people are annoyed by the sound of the coquis. And again, I feel these are the people coming into the island. Because if you're purely from the island, you're not annoyed by those cookies. And I had actually, and I'm so upset, I actually had a percentage of actual Puerto Ricans that live in the island.
I want to read some thread.
There's more Puerto Ricans living in the States than in Puerto Rico. 5.8 live in the actual mainland, while 3.2 live in Puerto Rico. So there's actually more Puerto Ricans outside of Puerto Rico than in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Yep. Sad around, but
a lot of people are upset too, saying like, "Oh, he's posturing. It's awesome. Puerto Rico is being represented in language and culture on a global stage, but lying to people suffering by saying I can't help you is bullshit." But my thing is, you can't get people to do their job. You can't get AAA to do their job and fix the water system. Also, he's only one person. His vote counts. I get it, but like, people wake up and do your due diligence and vote. And like go out there. I don't get it. I don't understand why they want one person to be the one to speak on it. I really need to hear what Residente has to say about this shit.
Well, all in all, we'll see what continues happening in Puerto Rico. Shout out to Bad Bunny for an amazing era of his last album, and I just can't wait for this. This means a new album is coming. We'll get something by the end of the year, next year, hopefully. But he needs a break too, so Bad Bunny, take your break. Breaking news right now, though. Breaking news before we move on into Astrology Circle. Leah Remini is joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Last week, we had Tracy Tudor, which was one of the breaking news that just happened right before the show that we did not talk about, that announced that she was joining. And, honey, they must have the money in Beverly Hills because now they are casting Lisa Remini as well. They both joined Bose, who's already part of the cast, Sutton, Kyle Richards, Dorit, Erica Jane, and who else?
That's it. Amanda's
not. And Rachel Zoe. That's it.
Wait, so Leah Remini lives in Beverly Hills?
LA, California. I don't know. Actually, I heard most of them don't live in actually Beverly Hills.
Oh. she's very confrontational, so I'm here for it. But it's also gonna give. Do you remember this chick that was what's her name?
Diana Jenkins.
No, she was in New York and they kicked her out. She didn't want to talk about the cult, the Scientology cult.
Oh, but the Barbara chick? No, it wasn't Barbara.
I forgot her name.
Oh,
I
that's
was thinking Kate Spade, but Rebecca Minkoff.
yeah.
So I don't want them to beat the fucking dead horse that is Scientology with Leah Remini because she's more than that. Like she's an actress, a mother, whatever. But
I'm
I
sure.
want Erica Jane to ask her why she is not friends with J Lo and why she didn't go to the wedding.
Yo, I'm sure this is some stunt casting. I'm sure why they keep doing this with Beverly Hills. They don't do no stunt cast. Well, they did with RHOA with K Michelle. But this is a stunt cast. I'm looking for a certain thing from Virgo Astrology Circle, and she pops up. I'm like, I'm gagged and gooped. All right, we'll see.
Why can't they do stunt casting for New York? Why? I mean, the most stunt casting that they did was Carol Razawil, but she's bad.
He was part of it. Well, no, that was also a stunt because she was supposed to be your friend and then gag full time. So that was a little gaggy too. I'm excited for fall TV. I just can't wait. I can't wait. But we did mention Astrology Circle. Last week we closed Leo season, and this week we usher Virgo season.
Virgo.
The Virgo.
I love Virgos.
Um
Shout out Chris watching, who's a Virgo.
So here is your Astrology Circle Virgo season. Virgo season runs from August 23rd to September 22nd. The element is Earth, their mutable sign. Their planet ruler is Mercury. Their symbol is a virgin / maiden, depending where you Google and look up. The personality, some of the personality traits are perfectionist, grounded, practical, calm. Some of the strengths are analytical, meticulous, reliable, responsible, organized, resourceful, and helpful. Some of the weaknesses may include overcritical, workaholic, anxious, and rigid.
Wow.
Virgos are compatible most with Capricorns and Taurus, but also Cancers and Scorpios. Some of your favorite Virgos out there and famous Virgos are the likes of Michael Jackson, Beyonce. You don't know any famous Virgos, girl?
I don't. I need to look it up. I know famous Aquarius.
No famous Virgos. Also, I do want to give a shout out.
I have a list. Keanu Reeves, Zendaya, Amy Winehouse was a Virgo. Pink is a Virgo. Blake Lively, we don't like her. Adam Sandler, Salma Hayek, Idris Elba.
Kiki Palmer, I love her.
Oh yeah, she's a Virgo. Yeah.
I love Virgos. Listen, I'm not even gonna say I have a love-hate relationship with Virgos because I don't have a hate relationship with Virgos. Only if I'm in a relationship with one. For the most part, I do love Virgos. I love Virgos. Fernando, who's like my barista, Virgo. Barbie, shout out to Barbie, Virgo season. Like I love Virgos.
Yeah, but
in a relationship, they piss us off.
I have the longest running friendships with Virgos. Like my oldest friend from kindergarten is a Virgo. Carlos is a Virgo. My oldest high school friend, Chris, he's a Virgo. I dated my first 2 serious boyfriends were Virgos. We're not compatible. They're cool, but we're not compatible. But my sister's a Virgo.
Yes. So again, happy birthday to all our Virgos that we know. We know a lot of Virgos. I know a lot of Virgos. Happy birthday to Virgos, and most especially tomorrow's his birthday, and tomorrow marks 6 months from my birthday. That's why I love my nephew so much. Happy birthday, my boy Brandon. I hope you have an amazing birthday. My boy's getting big. 2 more years till you're 13, buddy. 2 more years. So happy as a birthday to my firstborn nephew, Brandon. Enjoy your day, buddy. Enjoy your day. I love you.
I need to get him Robux. That's all he wants for his birthday.
But now we were talking Housewives. Breaking news that Leah Remini is joining the Beverly Hills Housewives. That's gonna be a choppy season. I'm telling you right now. You know how Beverly Hills always have choppy seasons when like new housewives don't get introduced to like episode 5?
Yeah.
You've seen that before. This is gonna happen this season because if you've been watching, some of them are filming Bose's wedding, but Erica's all the way with Kesha touring over here. Tracy Tudor is not at the wedding. Leah Remini wasn't at the, so it's gonna be choppy where they're all being like coming in at different times. But I'm here for it. Tracy, I don't even know who Tracy Tudor is, but from what the people say, well, she's
Tracy
$1 million
Tudor,
list.
$1 million listing, Los Angeles, and she is very direct, live and
Heard,
direct. I like her.
heard, and I heard she said some shady shit about Dorit, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm surprised that Dorit is still there. I feel
I
like
am
at this
so-
point, she is getting a check out of sympathy because she is broke as a joke.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought the same thing. I'm like, Andy really be sympathizing some of these bitches. But then that's why Teresa's still in.
You know they gotta have a Jew
And-
in the
You heard. That's why, and I love her. You know, she's my favorite housewife ever. But I feel Teresa low-key has a job still because of sympathy.
perhaps.
But anyway, speaking of housewives, RHOA has come to a close. This past Sunday was reunion part 3. So we're gonna play a little game, but first let's give our final thoughts of season 17 of Real Housewives of Atlanta overall before we get into a cool new game we have. So what are your thoughts? You've seen part 3 reunion. What are your thoughts overall about the reunion and this whole season as a whole? Not
That
particularly, we're gonna get into it, just the whole season as a whole.
That reunion was a hard watch because for me, I felt like this side of the couch and this side of the couch, it was like mean girl behavior towards at all ends. And it was almost like Regina and the Mean Girls, where one question would be directed to one person in that side of the couch, and then everyone needs to chip in and like say their 2 cents. It was way too fucking much. Do you want me to say who was my MVP and who was the least?
No. We're gonna get into that basically in our little game.
Okay.
Overall, it was a good season. After the disappointing Sweet 16 season that we were all looking forward to, I think I can speak for the masses when we were all looking forward to Sweet 16 before the bullshit with that girl that should not be named and Kenya went down. You know, so that was disappointed. That kind of flustered things and messed things up. And you could even tell, even Portia said it. Even some of the housewives themselves felt they were discombobulated with everything that went on. So this season was a nice, sweet, okay. Some of the girls getting integrated. Kelly's second season. We had the addition of K. Michelle, Pinky. K. Michelle, I know of K. Michelle. I was excited for the addition because I've heard the things she used to do back in her days. Again, I didn't watch the Love and Hip Hops. And then Pinky, I didn't know. I love both of them as an addition. I hope to see them back. Overall, it was a great season. I enjoyed the season. The reunion, the first 2 parts was funny and cute and entertaining. The third part, I agree with you. It got a little mean girlish and like, you know, and I just don't like when it's so divided and it's just so like, ugh.
It was, if there's one thing that I cannot stand is when women like yap at each other, like they sound like those fiefity bitch dogs that like yep instead of like actually like talking and yelling at each other. And that's what Kelly does. Kelly's voice is so fucking annoying to me. Like it's nails on a chalkboard.
I could see that. I'm actually hearing. I could hear her voice.
She reminds me of you ever watch like I Love New York, and when she would get mad and she would like
the high pitched voice.
The high pitched voice. That I cannot stand that shit. I cannot.
You think because I know.
You don't give a fuck because I don't. Like, oh, you sound crazy.
But
you
overall, a great season, which brings a new game that we're ushering in here on the Inner Circle podcast. Obviously, you guys know that we love our housewives. And at this point, we watch, I think, almost all the franchises for the most part. So we're introducing a new game called Grade That Housewife. At the end of each season of the Housewives shows we watch, we're basically going to go down the list and grading the full-time housewives. Maybe we'll integrate Friends later on, but the full-time housewives, and we're basically going to grade them for the whole season. And this is gonna go because I know we're in a different generation. Y'all use numbers now. Back in the day, we use A, B, C, D, and F. In the Spanish places, in the States, when I moved to the States, we use A, B, C, D, E, and F. But we're gonna keep it cute and simple. So we're grading A, B, C, D, F. There's no E. All right. We're gonna go down the list of each housewife and give them a grade for this season. So do you want to start or want me to go first?
I will start.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be quick.
So go down your list. So Angela.
Angela, B plus.
Drew.
F.
Kim.
F minus.
K. Michelle.
I'm gonna give her a C. She was average.
Shamia.
Shamia, damn, I feel bad for her. She did open up a lot though this season. I'm gonna give her a B.
Phaedra.
Phaedra, I'm gonna give her a C. She was not there. She was like the extra oohs and ahs.
Pinky.
Pinky, I'm gonna give her a B. She was very raw and honest with the shit that she had going on. Now she looks like Eeyore, and it's annoying and painful to watch her. But she's a pregnant woman, so I'm not gonna knock her. Next.
I probably want to swallow. Don't do that. Kelly.
Kelly gets an F. F plus plus plus.
For the whole season?
Yes, this season was her worst.
Portia.
Portia gets a D. And the reason she gets a D as in dumbass is because she really was a dumbass this season. Listen, I love Portia. I love Cancer women. We're here. But something about her this season, is fictitious a word? Producer, let me know. Something about her was not authentic to me. This whole storyline, I'm gay, I'm not, I'm bi, I'm not, it was not it. And also, like, I just felt like she has so much resentment towards Shamia, and it's abundantly clear. So D for dumbass.
No, it's not a word, but I do like it. I'm pretty surprised because some of our gradings was the same with some of the wives. For Angela, I give her a C. She's a reader, and I liked Angela last year, especially like when it felt like a lot of people was coming at her and she had to defend herself, but she did very good. This season, I felt she fell into the lapdog that she likes calling people. And if you're gonna come with receipts and start just throwing things out there to see if it sticks, come with like receipt, proof, timestamp stuff. You, when asked, you're like, So for me, that brought it down. That brought her down because she did have personal story where her LGBTQ plus IA daughter, she did have stories. She did bring things or whatever, but it's just wrong road, Angela. I liked you a lot last season, but you're going to the lapdog wrong road because if you could forgive Portia so quick, and she said she would actually fuck your man, but still have a hard on for Shamia, girl. Drew, F. Now that the man in the basement kept the house, you have nothing to talk about. Your kids can't be shown, and you're just one of Portia's go naked hair angels.
They don't even look good on her, child.
Hey, Michelle, a B. KK, I love you, my fellow Pisces sister girl, but you gotta. What I didn't like at the half start of the season is like, bring the receipts. Who's telling you the things? What's going on, girl? Because you're gonna look crazy. And that's how they try to paint you, like you're a paranoid, crazy person. And I know that feeling. Come, speak it out, let it all out, Kitty. Let it all out. I like the rest of the half season, and I like how she showed up for the reunion. So for me, it's a B. And I think she'll improve. She was too into her head from her past trauma with the hip-hop days. Shamia, like you, Melanie, a B. She was a lot of people's storyline. The only reason I give Shamia a B is because, again, share your feelings. And I'm doing that to Shamia and K Michelle. Share your feelings all in the front. Let it all out now. Don't hold things back to then bring it back. That's my only thing that I call out for Shamir. So it's a B. Phaedra, like you, a C. I love Phaedra. I love an OG for nostalgia. But where's the personal story? And I know that the producers and the editors are the ones that splice, dice, and decide what to show. We've seen unseen footage with Phaedra, with the Crockett lady from Atlanta, the senator.
Jasmine Crockett.
Yes. and such. I know there were scenes with her and Apollo's oldest long lost son that disappeared, and such. But I'm sorry, girl, they're not doing you any favors. It just seemed like you had nothing going on. You're great. I love your fashions. I love your confessionals, and you showed up a little bit for the reunion. That's why you got to see. Pinky Abi, I love her personal story. She held her own versus Angela. She's not afraid to ask the questions and get a little messy, but not too much. Abi, Kelly, you're gonna be surprised with this one. An A. She had personal story throughout the season. I love about Kelly is, and this is what everyone's using. Oh, she's a broke bitch. She's a broke bitch. She's a broke bitch. That's the easiest thing for people to go to, right? Well, you're broke. What are you doing? You're broke. You're broke. I love someone who could share their falls and their
Yeah.
struggles and share that. That's hard to do. I'm sorry, that is hard to do. To share your lowest, to share that you are broke, to share that you are starting from the beginning, to share that you lost jobs in her
I get
business.
that. And
So
I commend her for that aspect. However, she's a little delusional. Let's be clear.
a lot of a little listen, a little just the right amount of delulu is fine. And a lot of these housewives are delulu. It's just you just need the right amount. You just can't be too delusional. Um, and then at the reunion, she brought it. Bitches was coming at her even with the low stuff like you broke bitch, blah blah blah. But she still held her own. It didn't feel like she had rehearsed written reads. Hi Angela and Phaedra. Kelly brought it in the reunion. It felt like that little chihuahua,
That's what she
was
was. Yeah.
towards all the pit bulls, and I appreciate the underdog, especially when when so many people are on you. I appreciate an underdog. So for that included, it's an A, and you're gonna be surprised by this one too, because listen. I was a huge Portia guy. Things
Okay.
have changed for me since the last season Portia was on before she came back. I still fucks with Portia. It's just something changed for me from her last season and even to now. She still brought personal stories. Listen, say what you will, she is the queen bee right now of our HOA. I just don't want it to get because I see it going down the wrong road where a lot of bitches just want to go up the queen bee's ass, and now we have all these girls just kissing her ass.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I'm starting to have with Portia. But overall, she did bring story, whether she's gay or straight. But she brought it. The part with Dennis where she really got emotional. And I know that wasn't fake about him giving her the ring back. She did her thing at the reunion as well. She hosted the trip. She did, and her confessionals, honey. She's still Kelly's stylist. Her confessionals, she is bringing it. So overall,
She did look great. I'll give her
my
that.
personal opinions towards her aside, I gotta give her a name. I gotta give her a name. And I don't even fuck with Portia like that, like I used to back in the day. I gotta give her a name.
I
Um,
would give her a B, but she's a D for me. D's get degrees.
but that was a fun little game. So we'll see how that season 18 shapes out of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And next week we'll bring you our ratings for, if y'all been watching. I know a lot of people haven't been watching it, for Real Housewives of London, which the season ended yesterday.
I can't get into it. I tried.
We'll talk about it next week. But now it's time for our Nope, Not Today. There's so much things going on in the world where God knows our Nope, Not Today goes today. But I'll start it off since I've had this written since last week. Well, my Nope, Not Today is Senator, right? Senator Abbott? That's his name? Senator Abbott. Because of you, I'm putting my halt and pumping my brakes of going to Texas. It is now illegal to even have, those gummy bears, y'all, the gummy bears in the pack. If you have one of those with any THC, just one, you could go to jail for up to 1 to 4 years. Any type of THC, low gram or whatever, you basically now in Texas could go to jail. My note not today is Senator Abbott passing that ridiculous law. Now, again, it's corruption. It's all about politics. It's the big companies that elected him into office, right? They're losing money, so take the weed off the streets, make it illegal, so that people could come back to our corporations. Scamming motherfuckers. They want to say us brown people are the scamming ones. Let's go back. Let's check our history. Nope, not today, Senator Abbott. And nope, not today to Texas anytime soon.
Lord. Well, my nope not today is pretty much the same one from last week and the week before.
The year before.
The year. Why are we having more recalls? I don't understand. Why are we did you hear about
The state the meats?
meat? Yes. So now we are allowing meat that has some chemicals that can cause cancer into the States because Trump wants to cut a deal with Argentina because he feels bad for them. Dude, he said that they're going through a lot. That's not my fucking problem. I'm not trying to die. Yeah, not today. And as far as Texas goes, I really would love to go to Texas, but even I feel, and listen, I don't smoke, never have, probably never will, but if you have to do 4 years of prison time for having an edible in your pocket, what the fuck are child molesters and crazy ass people getting? Like, what is their time?
But yet we have guns that are legalized over there. You know, we have people raping.
Shooters. Yeah, like
kids. It's I'm telling you, la corrupción. But nonetheless, we are still here to bring a smile to your face, bring some chuckles, bring a little hope to the world. Thank you guys so much for tuning in week after week. We appreciate you guys supporting us on our Instagram page. Make sure you follow us. Supporting us here, whether streaming or watching us. Follow, like, share, subscribe. It's all free. We truly appreciate you guys week after week. And see you guys next week, next month. Adios.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle Podcast. And catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.